Hello everyone, my name is Alex. For today's video, we have a special guest, Moshin-san. Moshin-san and I actually just met with the current chief of staff to the president at the presidential palace in Indonesia. So we had the opportunity to have a meeting, and I invited Mr. Moshin from Japan as a special guest, and we went there together. So today, in this video, of course, we just finished our meeting at the presidential palace, so we will talk a little about that. And also, Moshin-san made a video about our project a while ago, but quite some time has passed since then, and there have been many updates. So we will discuss those updates and how the project is progressing now. I think this will be an interview to see how things are going. For those who are watching for the first time, could you please introduce yourself, Moshin-san?
Hi, I'm Moshin. I broadcast about cryptocurrency on YouTube. Normally, I share things like daily news and chart updates, but sometimes I also produce videos based around certain projects. I asked before to speak with Alex, but at that time you didn't have this actual device, so I was only able to share the information I had. But now you have the actual device, so I would love to take a look at it. Thank you for this opportunity.
You were so nervous before.
Yes, but thank you very much for inviting me. I never thought it would be at the White House. I was shaking.
Yes, I asked you to come without telling you anything.
When I put on this outfit, I had no idea what to think or where you were taking me. So yeah, I was surprised.
And it was the presidential palace.
A truly valuable experience.
What was it like? Tell us what you thought.
The response was better than I expected. I got a lot of praise.
Yes, there was a lot of praise, wasn't there?
I was a bit surprised. It was definitely a new experience. As you expand business into Indonesia, there are always a lot of questions about how best to go about it. Like how to go about persuading the Indonesian government, right? And as we thought about how to make this work, we talked to our partners over here who said that we should definitely go with the line of educational support, or the so-called SDGs. So that's what we decided to do and what we have proposed. And that's really all we will say about that content here. But we'll have another video with more information on that. Suffice it to say, it seemed to have quite an impact. That's right. Normally you start promotions with KOLs, key opinion leaders, and gradually move up to VIPs and celebrities, and finally the government. But in this case, it started with the government. So that's kind of crazy. I was really surprised by that order of things.
But if things work out, we could really see.
That's right. So last time with Moshin-san, we didn't have the actual device to look at. We just looked at the website things and did some analysis. But today I'd like us to actually use it together.
Right. And if you have any questions or thoughts, we can answer those all today.
Really? Anything at all?
Anything at all. If you ask the wrong thing, Sandy will just stop the video.
Yes, that's my job. In terms of the progress of the project, I think it's been about 6 months since we last filmed that video about it.
That's right.
I'm sure that there have been a lot of updates since then, and I would like to hear about that. And also, I'm sure that our viewers are interested in hearing about the token and the token price. As far as I'm aware, the price has dropped quite a bit, so I would like to hear your thoughts about the future and your strategy and so on.
Understood.
First of all, this is my first time seeing this device.
Yes, of course. We call it a cent printer. When I say it's a printer, it actually works.
It actually works in the same way as a paper printer. And while I can't show you inside it right now, not on video, there is a cartridge inside. So in that way, it's just like a printer. It has a cartridge inside, and when it's inserted like this and actually receives cent data, the printer can analyze the data and produce a cent in real time.
That's amazing.
Maybe I shouldn't say this myself, but I do think this is revolutionary. In terms of how customers will use it, we have already released our cent store on Android. This has cent data all lined up like this, and each piece of data gives a different cent. So when, for example, a user wants a good night's sleep or wants to relax during a massage, they can buy a relaxing cent. Or if they just can't afford to sleep until they finish some materials for work, something that happens sometimes at work, And if they just have to get it done and not put it off till tomorrow, it can release a scent that will keep them awake.
Wow, so you can produce almost any scent?
Pretty much anything. You can just select and download the scent you want, just like with music.
It sounds expensive. Is it still being developed? Yes, it's under development, but did I tell you who is developing it? What company made this? No, I haven't heard that. Well, this may be the first time we've made this public, but it's a project from the president of the company.
Wow, that's incredible.
You say this is really incredible, but this isn't actually the first device like this that mixes various scents together.
Oh, really?
There are devices like this out in the market. You can probably find them on Google, but they're really expensive. So there have been other companies that have tried to do what we're doing. But when you ask how much their devices cost, they're 100,000 yen each. Wow. Or even 200,000 yen. That's the way things work. The reason for it is that as a startup, it's not possible to mass produce. So everything is expensive. And this is still the case. And this is kind of a chicken and the egg situation. Because if we could mass produce, it would be cheaper. But to do that, we need the capital. So it's not easy to get there. We asked various companies if they could make a diffuser, and some said that they could, but it's expensive. Or we asked them to do it, and then halfway through we were told that they couldn't do it after all. So there have been a lot of issues. And that's when it was introduced to President. And after explaining the project to him, he said that we'll definitely make this happen. And they were able to provide the most support and said that this is really interesting. Let's do it together.
The president himself was directly involved?
The president himself. I'm regularly exchanging emails with him.
Amazing.
So that's how came to make it for us. And that's why the price isn't so high.
Products are popular.
That's right.
And quite accessible for the average person price-wise.
That's right.
So, is this a Web3 project? Looking at it, it looks a bit like Web2. Yes, it's a service that uses Web3 technology.
The scents themselves will be NFTs, is that right?
That's right. The scent data and the copyright are all turned into an NFT. The copyright of the creator of the scent is written on the blockchain, so it is sold with proof that it belongs to that person. So it's a Web3 project that uses Web3 technology.
I see.
But target customers are not just Web3, but everyone.
I think that's the whole point of Web3 projects for everyone. They won't really work unless you bring in people from Web2, right?
That's right.
So those Web2 people will need to buy NFTs? Yes. What do you see as the hurdles there?
Well, you can just buy it with a credit card.
Wow.
Actually, and maybe I'm just venting a little, but I do think that Web3 projects are too heavily focused on Web3 technologies, so they're quite hard for Web2 people to use them.
Ah, I see.
So while the underlying technology may be Web3, we need to make sure that there is a way to use it that is targeted to Web2 users.
Yes.
We have to be sure to get that balance right.
That's right, indeed.
So in terms of technology, all of the services listed here are NFTs recorded on the blockchain, so it is all Web3, it's all there. But to the customer, when they buy the data, they will normally just buy it with their credit card.
Wow, so people will be using Web3 without even realizing it.
Yes, that's right.
I would love to actually experience this amazing technology.
There's various data here that you can buy and download. Then you can play whatever scents you like to suit your lifestyle. For example, just choose the scent of roses, and you will have the scent of roses come out.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Quite a lot comes out. It's quite strong.
I can even smell it with a mask on.
Oh, really? Oh, I can smell it.
I really want one of these.
Please buy one.
I want one to put next to me when I'm streaming on YouTube. When will it be released for sale?
Our current target is actually April 2025.
Okay, so a year from now? Or not even a year?
Yes, less than a year. And there's a reason for that. As I said before, if we try to sell now, it definitely won't sell. So we're aiming for April 2025, and we'll do some strong marketing and branding before that to let people know that this new world is coming. So they will be like, I heard that influencer or that celebrity is using something called a cent store. Right. So people will start Googling it. And when they start doing that, that's when we'll put it on sale.
Can I change the subject a little? This is really great technology that I want myself. But it's like Web 2 with Web 3 under the hood. I get that, but I'm not really sure what the tokens have to do with it. And with the token price falling, I'd like to ask a few questions about this. First of all, how will the tokens be used?
This is something I thought about when designing the business. The token itself has no actual value. So what is the token used for? It's a marketing tool. That's pretty much it. Right now we are calling it a token, but to put it a simpler way, it's pretty much points.
Right, okay.
They function just like points.
I see.
But if the price in points was like Rakuten points, then it would be pegged at something like 1 yen is 1 point, like a so-called stable coin. But what we are doing is having a fluctuating price. They are fluctuating points.
Oh, I see. That's right. This is the basis of our idea. In the case of our business, points will be able to be used just like Rakuten points. For example, if you buy something at the cent store, the cent store itself is an e-commerce site that sells cent data, right? So, for example, if one piece of data costs 100 yen, you will earn 1% points. Or in our case, you get 1 SML.
I see.
Yes, it's just like that. This is how points will be awarded. And just like on Rakuten, where they have shopping marathons where you can earn 10 times the points if you sign up, we will also be doing things like that.
I see.
Right. By doing this, what will happen is our business will grow. Everyone will want more points, so they'll shop at the cent store. Then cent store sales will go up. Ideally, this is how points will be used.
I see.
So as we do this, we also need to talk about what kinds of benefits holders of our SML token will get. If you hold SML tokens, you will receive a portion of sales from the cent store. This is the system we are building. I'm calling this staking revenue.
Will people need to stake their token? Yes, you will stake them. Then we will have a staking pool, right? And the proportion of that pool will change. So people who stake a lot will get a certain percentage based on the proportion staked. We will then add a portion of the sales of cent data from the cent store into this pool, and we'll distribute it to users according to the proportion of their holding in the pool.
I see. We will distribute the tokens, and then they will be a tool to attract customers. A marketing tool. As cent store customers increase, sales will increase. And as sales increase, a portion of those sales will go to staking revenue. Token holders will then receive their distributions and will be happy. So what will token holders and Web3 people think? They'll think that if they put a little more money into earning staking revenue, they'll get a better distribution of USDT.
So it will be distributed in USDT?
That's right. Oh, I see.
This is trading. It's part of the sales.
Oh, okay, so it won't be distributed in SML tokens.
No, it won't.
So it won't increase the sell pressure, right?
Yes, that's right.
That makes me think that sales will really blow up once the service is launched.
Thank you.
I think it will be really popular in Indonesia too, and sell really well.
Thank you.
So, right now the token price is falling, right? So I'm sure that many holders are currently having a pretty hard time. Are there any measures that you can take to stop this decline until the service starts next year? Maybe. I do feel the responsibility for that, but we haven't announced what we will do.
Of course.
That's all true. But fundamentally, the business hasn't even started yet. So the token price isn't going to rise.
True.
Based on this theory, we haven't even started.
Yes, I agree.
So if the price goes up, it's because we are working on it.
Yeah, expectations are rising.
The fundamentals is all there is. I'm sorry to say that since we're Web 2 people, we're really not good at sharing information, which I apologize for. And that leads to what you just said about measures to stop the decline. And well, just like this interview, we will continue sharing more information going forward.
I see.
Not every day, but about twice a week, I will post videos about negotiations, or what decisions are being made, or what mistakes are being made, and things like that. I hope that holders of tokens will think they're obviously working hard, so I'm going to hold. And then I think that as the rumors spread, we will find new people that will learn about us. I'm sure there are people like that out there. But when you search about SML token, there isn't any information at all.
Right. Yes.
It's a world of difference in comparison with Solana. So I think that as we share more information properly, new people will see it and buy the SML token. We are sharing information now so that people can hold on, understanding that by buying before launch, they can watch it explode after launch.
I see. It seems like you've thought of everything.
I am a businessman. I think it's all wonderful. No, really. Thank you. Thanks for your wonderful words, Moshin-san.
No.
I'll have to send you some sweets.
Just send me some SML tokens. Haha. Yes, you're right. And if there is anything else that I can help with, like sharing information, I'd love to help.
And I will secretly invite you somewhere again.
Of course, but really I was very happy to have been invited and to have been able to see some real progress.
I'm glad.
When I was coming here, I took a look at the SML chart, and I honestly thought, this is a little crazy. But the way in which the business is linked to the token price is designed in a similar way to stocks. So as more information is released like this, I'm sure that people will be excited to buy and hold on to the tokens while they have the chance.
Thank you. Well, we're really just getting started, so I think there is plenty of promise in this. And it may be a little arrogant of me to say, but that's all there is to it. So I'll continue sharing information that makes people feel like this is a good opportunity, and I hope that everyone will be able to understand the feelings of Alex and the Web3 people.
Yes.
Please look forward to it.